experience program.
Yeah, it's
So I
work
would say
experience.
that is probably going into a trade type deal,
I would read that.
or a vet, or
Not just.
I guess is how I would read that, yeah,
No,
that's how I
I-
would read
I
that.
think you're right, it's kind of a career technical.
Well, it looks like
Specific
we
learning
have
paths or
to
something.
choose.
Yeah, between instruction school and specific learning at a job, so there,
And then the
Correction
insurance
in
part
a
though is
way.
interesting because then it would be the workman's comp, right?
There's a bunch of options.
And general liability.
I think we need to know the insurance too, so, for sure.
I would say table this one, fill it out, and do a little homework on it.
But do some homework on it because I think it could be easy enough to, it's a great idea
it's a
and
good
we need
program
to be
if we set
doing
it
more
up
of it
correctly.
if we can find
I
a
think
way
we
to
take some
do
more
it that
time and
makes sense.
understand it, so.
Well, and there
Wait a
may
minute.
be other districts who
Is there
are
an
doing
option?
something we can borrow ideas from.
There's lots of options on the
Yeah.
second page.
For the second
Is there a
page,
two
something,
page there?
that's it.
It has to do with insurance and pay and
Mhm.
Okay, I think we're at 3110, Chuck.
Yes, as far as the students' entrance, placement, transfer, and so on, school entrance, it talks about proof of students' parents, legal guardian, or legal custodian presents proof of identity of the child to the school with info and so on. And then we get down to adding that language to ensure a student receives education services in the best interest of the child. And then the superintendent is the point of contact for those to get those things taken care of. And that's the only change there, is that addition.
Is underlined at number one at the bottom, is that addition to that too, even though it's not in bold print, it's underlined?
Right, well,
For
The
the
proof
purpose
of
of this section,
identity.
proof of identity means certified copy of birth certificate.
So is that new
it must
language
be the
also?
footnote there.
Footnotes for number one,
Mhm.
Oh,
where it says the identity of the child in line 23. It has the one, I think that's the
oh,
footnote.
okay, I see.
Oh, I see, okay,
yeah, I think you're right.
Policy 3125.
okay.
Which is a recommended revision, is in terms of homeless children, and you can see the added statement there. There's a couple on sexual harassment, sexual intimidation, and sexual misconduct,
Mhm.
including, I think a big thing is electronic
Yeah.
or physical contact, and that's sexual intimidation, discrimination. Sexual intimidation is a couple times in there. So, and with the
So it's
deletion
more
of that too on
clarification
the
of
back.
language. Okay.
Why delete that? Is it because it says it would be after an investigation, be determined after investigation?
You're talking
so
about
that-
deletion on
On the
that
back?
second page?
Yeah, around line 13 on the second page.
So above that, in line 8, it says any student of the district who is determined after investigation to have engaged in sexual harassment. So does that mean after the investigations, they've had their opportunity to ensure that are given appropriate opportunity to defend themselves? I'm assuming that's what the investigation means.
I'm assuming they've had a chance to,
But
I would say legally, that's two different concepts. Just my opinion.
Well, see, I don't-
There are two different concepts. Investigation and defending yourself are two different things.
So why would we want to take that out then?
Unless there's it somewhere else in a different policy and it's repetitive.
Either that or was something happened and they didn't want it in there because it caught trap.
they don't explain why. This is all legally driven.
I think there was something.
There's another sexual harassment, that's where the front page.
That talks
tell me all
about
the
the-
numbers.
Process, and so it may just be, this is more like what we will do, and then the whole process becomes another one.
It says it's, and broaden the enforcement options available to district officials in the event sexual misconduct of any kind is proven to have occurred.
There's two of them.
And there is another policy,
The other one's
says
4410.
Yeah, this one is students and then that one will be
Staff.
staff.
That's,
community relations. You see there's some visitors to school. and basically outlining a little more clearly, I think.
Mhm.
Policy 4315, community relations. You can see there's some additions and some strike throughs there, just a few deletions, but overall, I think that's a good changes there. The 4340, another recommended revision. That's just on the second page of there. It's adding another exception to policy number 4410, this whole addition of the county interdisciplinary child information and school safety team. It's all great addition. That's law driven there, and we have that up and rolling already with the county. So,
Do you have a team in place here yet?
well, the school is just one representative on the team. It's not a team at school.
Yeah, so you got
It's public health. It's
you got the
law
county
enforcement.
superintendent, the sheriff,
Yeah, there's
there's 5 or 6 here. In this first paragraph there, Mark, right, it tells you.
line.
24.
17.
Just about covers all the.
Yeah.
Public law enforcement stuff,
Mhm.
other than the health, which is law.
And we've actually had a meeting at the county level that we've had staff attend for a number of years. So this is just a transformation of our evolution of that.
Clarifying it all.
Uh-huh.
Let's see,
Policy,
gives you something more to do, Chuck.
policy 5012, another recommended policy, and this is that, like I said, there is another policy, and this is dealing with staff on sexual harassment. Policy 5120. This is, there's a couple options there. The school district will, option 1, send candidates were recommended for hire to blank to obtain fingerprinting, or option 2, process candidates recommended for hire fingerprints. We are going to send candidates to
Option
option
yeah.
1, because that's what we do now,
Sheriff's office,
right? Policy 5223, another recommended policy for revision. That personal conduct, they added some stuff there. Is a good thing. Policy 5256, reduction in force. They took out certified, then other than administrators and so on, and added needs of the students, employee, and so on to that language there for reduction in force. Policy 8226, just a other tobacco or nicotine delivery thing because of all the Julius story on national news about it.
Yeah, you're talking 12 people have been killed or something like
Yeah.
that?
Hundreds.
8425P, the service animals.
Well, and it was, if I might, before we move on from the tobacco-free one, we had already done a little bit of different language to cover the vaping devices. This is just a clearer way to say it, but we did in our revision have it be different than the standard when Joe helped us.
And I would recommend the 8425P and then 8425 as well.
Okay.
Service animals.
And it can't be just a certification to print off the internet.
Right.
They need to be really certified.
So I just wanna, before we go much further, I just want you guys to understand that whatever we do with policy, we run past our lawyers, right? So we're supported, and if something happens here, they have to protect us. Is that correct? Jeff?
Yes.
So, we don't do anything without the money we spend on them. Okay, with that stuff, but we still make all policies for the school district, for the ending. So what I would like to, would it be okay, Patty, if I read off policies that don't have any changes and then go over the ones we want to add, the options first? How do you want to do it? I can do the ones we know we're gonna do, then I can do the ones that we're gonna do the option 1 or 2, or I can do it with the options.
Well, let's go down and do the ones that we know that that don't have any options.
That's what I,
We'll just read off the numbers. And then we'll leave off the ones that we have options, and we can do those each separately.
so, you guys ready? We're gonna vote, the first motion would be on 11-12, 11-13, 11-45, or shoot, did I say that right? 11-25, 14-25, 15-12, 15-12F, 10, 1700, twice, 2100, 2160.
You started from the back.
3110, 3125, 3225, 4301, 4315, 4340, 4410, 5012, 5223, 5256, 8225,
5226.
Right, 5226, you said 5256.
Mine says
Dyslexia. 5256.
56, 5256.
Yes.
That's the one
Yeah,
about
that's the one I
reduction in
have.
force?
Oh, I have it wrong in the narrative, sorry.
Okay. Did I screw up or did I
No,
not?
I know, you're good.
Okay.
narrative.
I
Sorry.
thought my dyslexia. So, okay, so after,
5256.
so I'm gonna go to 8225 and 8425P and 8425. Now, all of these policies are as read. No changes. That would be,
So what are the ones that aren't then?
I will do those next. Just we'll go where we're at. Did I
You want
do
a motion on
51?
these?
Wait a minute. Oh, no,
See,
go ahead.
I-
Those are all the ones that we're gonna
You
do
were
without
going through and
changes.
I missed one in here and then I got lost, so that's fine.
Did I do okay on?
I think you're right on.
Okay, I have the others.
2600 we table.
Yeah,
410 is option 2.
Did you say
2167
and 2168?
Yeah, 2168, that's the,
That's what we're waiting on.
We're waiting on.
We're doing that one.
Those are the only two I didn't hear.
And then we're
68.
tabling
I don't
2600.
think there's a 2167, I think that was another mistake
Okay.
on my part.
5120.
And 5120 is option 1. We have 2 that have
options and then,
options,
See,
and the
that's
rest of
where I
it,
come, there's no 5120 in the narrative either. So
5120P.
5012.
It
Oh,
is,
it
it's
is.
right down there in the
New
narrative.
recommended policies.
oh, it is.
Oh, it's on the.
I
Next time.
organized them by required revisions recommended and deletion.
That's what gets you on a
Yeah, sorry.
sync.
So some of the numbers are down there below.
So this,
I didn't even look.
I don't have a problem reading them again if you guys want.
No, I think you
I
got them all.
think you're
Just
correct.
tell us the ones that you ain't.
I've got the ones.
Okay,
The
all
ones-
right, so we'll go for Mark.
Thank you. There's only 3 of them.
5120P is with an option. 2600 is to be tabled,
Okay,
which 2410P will be an option, and 2168 is a table.
That's what I have.
Okay,
so that's where I got lost. 2410. Okay, wasn't in the narrative then.
no.
Okay, that's where I got that one. You kept rattling on and I couldn't find it in the narrative, so.
Always to stop.
Well, thought I was the,
So,
so there's 3 of them then. 1,
no,
2,
there's
3,
four.
should be 4. 5120.
5120P.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you on track now?
Just a minute. 2410.
I almost forgot I was on TV. No cussing, guys.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm happy now.
Okay, thanks, Mark. All right, so that's where we will start. There.
I would make a motion, you want me to read them all off?
No, you do not. I already read.
I would make a motion to approve all of them without,
All the ones I read off.
yeah, just all the ones that are read off.
I'll second that.
You do that right without,
Pretty far away.
okay?
You could have done it all at once, too.
With, say no.
I know, but just go.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All those policies are in place. Okay, so now let's go to the one with the table last. I got them.
2410.
2168, 2600.
So we're gonna go straight to the option ones. I want to
We're
move
not gonna,
them.
we're not gonna take one, we're gonna go to option first.
I thinking out loud. So 2410P is option 2. That's the dual credit with the college professors.
So you want to do them one at a time?
They can,
These ones I want.
we can do them all in.
Oh, okay.
I'll just read them as they are. We can do it with one reading. And 5120P, option 1 is the school district will send candidates recommended.
County Sheriff's Office, yes.
You guys good?
Mhm.
You
I
up to
would
speed,
so-
Mel?
I would so move those two options, or those two policies with the options as read.
I'll second that.
It's been moved and seconded to accept the 2 policies with their options that have been designated. Any further discussion? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Passed as read. Okay, we will table 2168 and 2600 till next meeting.
Yeah, what about the deleted one? We discussed that.
And we tabled it.
No, you,
We didn't talk
no,
about it.
8425.
Where did I put that one?
It's in the narrative.
Yeah,
Oh.
8425.
Never read it.
It's the deletion of the service animal ones, the P to be replaced with, I think, the 8425. Deletion of F, sorry. Maybe it's not in the packet.
No,
We're
Was
gonna
it not?
take that one.
I didn't see it.
Oh, it's the form. That's what it is.
Yeah,
The form.
it's that service animal and district facilities form.
We didn't go over it, so we're not even gonna vote on it.
Well,
Not on the form, no.
Well, I think you have to because it's a form that's,
no longer valid.
right. Although with the,
Do we read it?
the form, it's just a form that people fill out for service animals.
Okay. Well, let's just vote on it and get it out then, because it's already on our, it's on
Oh,
our school
deleted
published.
ones.
All right, so,
Well, we're tabling right now.
did we, I got lost. Did we get a second?
We haven't got it first.
I didn't think so.
So,
It's okay.
so I would move that we table policy number 2168 and table policy number 2600 and 2600P for further review.
Moved and seconded to table 2168 and 2100 or 2,600 feet. Any discussion? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. They are tabled.
I think I would like to, propose that we, do delete, per the narrative, delete form 8425F.
Very good. Second. It's been moved and seconded to delete 8425F. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor to delete it signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Been deleted. Policy so lovely. All right. Oh, I guess we're back to the handbook, which is still policy. Okay,
But
so,
this is the athletic handbook, it's not the,
right,
so it's
athletic
not the-
handbook, so who's covering that?
So
I
you're
will
gonna
do
go
that.
over changes?
Wendy's gonna talk about
I will do that.
changes
It
from
is.
previous year.
changes were very minimal, the year, the board members. And then, on page 8, item number 4, we added that, tape is allowed on the gym, no tape is allowed on the gym floor unless cleared by the athletic director. It used to just say no tape, period, but there is a couple of brand names of tape that John and I have found will assist, coaches as they're working on placement and things that do come up, that do pull up very easily and are not a pain. So because we are in a modern age and there's more than one kind of tape, number 4, we added. Okay, then on page number 12, that's right in the middle of your book, page 12 and 13 are all of the steps if a child were to be either self-reporting or caught with drugs, alcohol, all that kind of bit. We just clarified the language about vaping, that it's a nicotine product also. It's not just tobacco, it's nicotine product. So we just added that language so it would be similar to the other handbook. The next change from the previous handbook is on page 18. In the past, our alternate travel form, and this would be used like if your child went on a field trip or went to a sporting event on one of our buses, but then you wanted to check the child out and bring them home yourself, they were going to ride home with you. It used to be that they only could be checked out and ride home with parents. There have been a few times where parents are really asking if they could sign a form that you're giving permission that they would ride home with someone else. Maybe it's an aunt, maybe it's grandparents, it could even be parents of another student, because sometimes there are circumstances, especially with our girls softball team, that it was hard to get them from district music festival and then back over to something with softball because it was a conflict. I talked to the insurance carrier and to Montana School Board Association, and they advised that as long as the parent does sign a form that releases to another person on the form, it's named who that person is. So Marion could give permission for her child to ride home with Joe Haas and his wife and sign it. That form then does release us from liability. So we added in C, we changed a little bit of wording and then added D, the alternate transportation. And then the form itself has also been changed to reflect that a parent can grant permission to another approved adult. So you can't sign them out to ride home with another student. Any questions on the alternate transportation? Okay.
Do
And
you have
then
a form?
yes, there is a form, and it's in the office. That's ready. Often, like with Mr. Whaley, for example, today, there were some circumstances that a student may need to ride home with a different person. So I sent him with some forms already signed. We discussed that, parents may want to use those, but that way he had some with him in the event that parents would want their child to ride home with someone else.
In the good old days, it was a napkin, it was anything.
Yeah.
Parents would sign, but yeah.
I did that.
But the insurance
Coaches often
carriers would
take it
prefer
too.
that it was a form. And then the last change is on page 22, it's the final page, just the change in uniform rotation. So just rotate it up, what would be, because we've already replaced volleyball and track last year, we did football this fall, and then this next school year, we'll be looking at track and tennis. So that's just a rotation that just keeps revolving. I stand for questions, as does Mr. Shepherd, if you have anything you want to talk about.
I would so move to approve the athletic handbook.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve the 2019-2020 athletic handbook. Any discussion? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Handbook passes. All right. Consider hiring concessions ticket taker.
As I mentioned, Ms. Lightnum would like to shift her to that position from the gate admissions to the concession ticket taker.
So moved.
And second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve Ms. Lightnum as a concessions ticket taker. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Consider participation with state Montana surplus property program.
Yes, this is a renewal, and you must have to renew it every 3 years. Because I did this when we were looking for a plow. Remember a snow plow? I wanted to
Yeah.
try to get one through the state surplus, and there's the procedures you have to go through to do that, so I did that. We never did make a purchase. I don't think we purchased anything from this program, but just in case, it is an option for the district to purchase through that program. So Patty and I filled out the form indicating the staff who would have that ability to be able to do it. Myself, Patty, Rob, and Larry. Isn't that right, Patty?
I think so.
People I listed to be able to do that through the state. So I'd like to do that. And I'd recommend allowing us to take advantage of that if should the need arise.
So moved. Second.
It's been moved and seconded to participate in the Montana surplus program. All those in favor, or any discussion? If none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. All right, we'll adjourn. And is everybody good with Tuesday, October 8th? Well, so that's, you'll be hunting. You'll be making a living.
Sheriff, never gonna get
Do you need to call a meeting?
We could do a special meeting.
You do a special meeting anytime, but I mean,
Everybody's
you guys
got
that live 30 miles out of town,
Well, I guess,
Can we do it over the phone?
I guess the biggest thing
yeah, you can if you're there for the whole meeting. So you could have a special meeting and have it over the phone.
got the sat phone back and.
Well, no, if we have a special meeting, you guys would have to drive all the way in, as long as we had one person that had everybody on speakerphone.
10-minute special meeting.
Right, so it'd take 10
We
minutes out of
make a
your day.
special meeting, take motion, vote by, then.
Or
Is that what you were
would
thinking,
work
Chuck?
for
for-
Joe?
yeah.
Well, I would like to get her hired, but we can wait another month.
That's,
Of course, it's gonna be 2 months.
November, yeah, he's gonna miss November.
Let's, so can we do a voting special meeting?
Yeah.
We did it like 8 o'clock in the morning.
When is Jerry gonna be back? He's up.
He's up, yeah. I don't know.
So let's do this.
8 o'clock,
Let's-
hard. I'm trying to schedule, guys, that's
So what's a good time then?
7:30. I'm good with 7.
7:30?
Well, we have to talk to Jerry in order to get that. So what I was gonna say was let's,
It's not the time, it's the day. 'Cause it's just-
what do you got?
Well, the season opens on the 14th. Like, that's when we're on the 14th, so. And then
don't have a calendar.
Which do not have
Of
13.
We could do it on the 13th, definitely.
September, you mean?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
Oh,
Saturday.
Morning you leave,
Yeah, like
bring your
next
hunters.
week.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
going on the
it's-
14th.
So Joe's saying
Or
the sooner the
Friday.
better.
Well, that's, yeah, I mean, if we could,
Might that be
we have
too
to have
quick a turnaround?
48-hour notice.
Which I can notice it tomorrow morning. And that
We
gives
can do
We
it.
us,
gotta find out Jerry can be here by then.
Right,
Just
I don't,
get
Jerry might
on
not
the
be here.
phone.
But he might be able to be
Well,
on
he
the
might be
phone.
in Browning East Glacier in the middle of nowhere.
He has service.
what can we do it pending getting a hold of Jerry
Yeah,
tomorrow first thing in the morning?
okay.
So which mornings are gonna be?
So that'd be like
13th.
Friday
Friday
morning?
the 13th.
Friday the 13th,
Is it the 13th?
Yeah.
Friday?
with a full moon.
Oh, yay,
So
Cheryl.
Keep in mind, everybody, if we don't hear from Jerry, then it's off.
Okay.
And then that's what it is.
And
Any
we'll-
morning works for me.
What time AM?
7 a.m. we're looking at.
7's better for the school. What do you want to have it at?
Who's gonna come? Are you,
Be Friday morning.
They all
morning?
have to go.
We
And then
don't-
many
I'll
of
be
you
on
would be on the phone.
They can be on the
Oh,
phone.
I can be here.
I could do either, so phone or.
Okay.
How many people have to be here? Do we have to have a quorum
I
present?
feel like I need to be here for some reason.
Because you miss us.
I don't know.
Do I need to be here? Mel?
Well,
This is a high
Oh,
school special
We have to have a full
Yes.
board, don't we, for Cheryl's deal, so it's unanimous?
But you could be on the
It's not
phone.
in person.
Oh, in person. You probably want a quorum in person.
I would think that we. would
I can
want
be
that.
here.
I'm trying to figure out, yeah.
That was early. That
I
means
will
you
be
have to
here
leave
at 7
your
o'clock
house
to
at-
facilitate
You
the
can get
meeting.
first one at
Okay.
Byler's then, right?
Friday morning.
I was trying to run over joggers this morning. Were you
Were
jogging?
you one of the people that tried to kill us this morning?
Your little blinky
Were
things.
you in a semi-truck?
Uh-huh.
Or
By the time I see little
you
blinky
after the
things.
meeting?
Did I get some life insurance on you there, Mel? All right, is everybody good with that? So we'll,
Truckers and
regular, the
bears.
next,
One agenda item, right? Just
One
one,
agenda
to
item.
hire the.
Send out
I'll be,
a
so
email or a
notice tomorrow.
text or something.
I'll just get in Patty's office and we'll try to run it in there.
Do you have a bridge or how does
Yeah.
that work? You do.
What?
Do you have a bridge?
How are we gonna do it with multiple people? Well,
Not in
just
my mouth.
I know how I do
Multiple
it. We do it with
multiple
the,
cell phones.
Okay, so we don't have a conference bridge.
No,
I don't
you
think
know
we
what that
do.
would look like.
No.
I can,
You can get one in 2
I
seconds.
haven't seen one.
Well,
I need a
yeah, you
picture.
should be here, Marion, Levi, and Joe, you can be here in person?
Probably be in person.
Okay. So we just need, I'll have a cell phone, so Pat and Jerry and Lane then wouldn't have to come. Are you gonna come though?
well, I'll come.
I
So
can come, I got
Pat
stuff
and
to
Jerry.
I
do.
just
I
feel
can
better,
come.
I don't know.
Okay.
Friday morning.
Friday morning, 7 a.m.
Should I
So
stop and get some
everyone to
Byler's
be
on the
here
way in?
then, we just have to, if Jerry.
Make coffee.
Okay, I will let you know via text.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay,
If we're on or off,
okay.
if I can get a hold of it. I'll actually
7
text
a.m.
Celeste.
We can almost
In
text.
Patty's
them.
office,
Right here,
you're here.
right
Right
here,
here.
7 a.m.
Okay.
We use a bridge, we use a phone to deal with the high school rodeo and it's free. You can even call into the newspaper.
Yeah, I just get that.
I can, I'll figure out, I'll get information on how to do it. All right,
We
I
adjourn.
gotta sign, we're adjourned.
You sign checks?
Yes.
Stay in your chair for a second. Wendy and Pat, stay, or Pat, sit where Jerry would be sitting. Can I be bossy for just a second?
Yes,
I need to, I'm so sorry
need to
that I
calibrate?
wasn't here early. I blame the airport board.
So as
because
long as
we
the
went
corners are
all
there,
night.
I can leave, right?
Yeah, as long as the corners. are
That's
there.
not fair.
Sorry, I
If
just
they get
wanted
their
to-
money,
special, Pat and I are special.
Thank you, guys.
See you, Mark.
See you, Marion.
That is
Yeah.
for you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, add them to it.
you know,
That
you
would
know
be
you
good.
want
We'll
one.
get it all for you then once.
Yeah,
We'll
everybody will
contact
get the new
MTSBA
ones.